It is crunch time. The deadline to clear out one of the Bay Area's largest homeless encampments is coming up fast. Now, Chopper 5 flew over the area over San Jose's Mineta Airport, and that is directly below the flight path of the planes. Now, the city has promised the FAA will clear out the remaining campers on Spring Street near Columbus Park by the end of the month. If not, it risks losing millions of dollars in federal funding. Now, today, our cameras saw garbage trucks at work and some police cars back at the site as well. They paused the evictions for a few days last week because of the extreme heat. But now the pressure is on to clear the camp, and quickly and compassionately. KPIX 5's Kiet Do has the story of how one woman is using her unique perspective to change how San Jose approaches this homeless crisis.
So we're here at the encampments near Mineta San Jose Airport, where at last count there were still nearly 100 people remaining, but time is running out. The city must clear out the encampment by September 30th. As city officials ponder what comes next, they would do well to listen to the voice of Claudine Sapili. It's a voice that cuts through the suffering and the indignity.
How have you been? You got this nice thing going on over here.
Imbued with kindness and compassion.
Oh my goodness.
Good to see you.
A voice that speaks to them and ultimately for them.
Does being out there keep you humble?
Yes, it does. I automatically fit in. Come on, Gabriella and Karina.
At the corporate headquarters of Destination Home, Claudine is the Director of Lived Experience and Innovation. It's a brand new position, one of the few like it in the Bay Area, where she implements feedback from people who are homeless or used to be, including herself.
It's never been done before. There's stakeholders, there's funders, there's board of directors in an organization may not be used to having someone with lived experience coming in and going, oh, okay, well, we're doing great over here, but there's a whole lot of gaps in our programs and services that need to be changed. We are able to talk to people and not cause anxiety in them because we have lived experience of homelessness.
Every Saturday morning, Claudine leads a group of formerly unhoused people known as the Lived Experience Advisory Board, out to deliver food, water, and hygiene kits. Today's guest of honor is San Jose Deputy City Manager Omar Passons.
This is Andy.
The goal is to underscore the point. They're not just homeless or squatters or addicts. They're humans who need help.
I feel like human levels the playing field. A human has value and has worth, no matter if they're housed or unhoused. And that is the perspective from which we do this. When we engage with humans, we respect right where they're at, right? We don't try to fix them. We don't try to talk down to them. We just meet with them. What's your name? Art.
Each conversation is a chance for the team to check in on their basic needs. Victor Martinez just got out of jail and needed a tent.
I felt awesome. I felt like somebody was caring for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that matter out here?
Yeah, it does. It matters a lot.
Are they hungry or thirsty? What about clothing and shelter? Do they need pet food?
Ma'am? Ma'am?
And if they sense the time is right, they talk about leaving the encampment.
Have you been talking with Home First at all and trying to get into one of the interim housing? All right, thank you, Edna. She's been out here for so long.
Starting in 1996, Claudine served in the Navy and Army Reserves for 7 years, stationed in Italy and Idaho. But by the mid-2000s, she was a victim of domestic violence, got divorced, struggled with alcohol, and bounced between living in her car, shelters, the street, and jail.
Rock bottom?
Definitely. I ended up where I was, and I could not figure out how to help myself. I didn't have the courage at all, right, to ask for help. I felt like at that time, I was a burden to ask for help.
She recovered with a lot of help from a drug treatment center and the kindness of strangers.
These were people that cared for me, maybe even loved me.
But they didn't know you.
But they didn't know me, you know? So that was very, very profound to me at that time.
Claudine now takes those memories with her to the boardroom.
This is a place where I can really influence change. I can speak up for the people that cannot be in this room. What happens if I let my own shame and my not wanting anybody else to know about my struggle? You're welcome. What happens if I let that keep me from speaking up. Well, I feel very honored to be included.
Nowadays, Claudine often finds herself in the room where it happens, meeting with the mayor and city council members, sitting on panels at conferences across the country. She weighs in on what works and what doesn't. One recent example, she helped convince the city to install private bathrooms at the tiny homes now being built near the San Jose Police Department.
It's almost like you're creating a new center of power.
Chad Bajorquez is Destination Home's chief program officer and calls it a new realm of diversity and inclusion, turning a source of shame into empowerment.
When you're in power and you offer a seat at the table, you are sharing power. Are people in power going to be okay with that?
It's a really great question, and it's not always the same answer, and it's been something that we've been experimenting with, but I would say more and more yes.
Hey, look at this.
Alfonso Sikauskis gets supplies every week, along with a firm but gentle reminder that time is running out.
Do you know that this area is going to be cleared out by September 30th?
Bad news, he says, always sounds better coming from a friend.
You know when angels come sometimes down from above? It feels good, you know?
When she uses her voice, people listen. It's what happens when you speak from experience and from the heart. In San Jose, Kiet Do, KPIX 5.
She speaks and it's received.